everyone, welcome back to Crypto World. Today we'll be covering Bitcoin, and I want to take us back to 4th of December. And we all remember 4th of December. It was a day when Bitcoin had a good correction, wicking all the way down to 42. And essentially we jumped into a descending wedge formation. Now, you hear me talking about 51,800 as a significant point of interest, and I'll explain a little bit in depth as to why. So when we fell into this descending wedge, 51.8 was the high within the wedge, and as you'll see moving through next coming days, we were touching out on the top of that wedge until we broke free. We broke free into a period of consolidation before we leveled up. More consolidation. We tried to get back to the high of the wedge at 51.8. We were rejected. Back into a period of consolidation. We then had a slight fake out and a pump back up to retest 51.8. We didn't hold support there, so we fell away back into a period of consolidation, and then we've pumped back down into a period of consolidation. Now, what's just happened with Bitcoin, and I'll zoom in to show you, is that we have actually been rejected. I think it's the fourth occasion now, attempting to get a break above 51.8, and we've wicked back to the apex of the wedge. So no real major concerns here that I can see. I don't believe Bitcoin is going to fall much lower than where we are. Well, saying that, 5%, but 5% is not a catastrophe in my mind. So what I expect to see now is a period of consolidation, slightly lower than where we are, probably at the bottom of the wedge, but that may happen within the wedge, and then we're either going to peak back up or slightly lower, retesting this 45.2. So 2 more periods of consolidation before a move higher. Now, if we consolidate down, this is the pattern I expect us to see, with consolidation repeating itself here, but on this side in the future before we retest the 51.8. Now, as you all know, the more times you're pushing towards the support or bouncing to it, the more times you retest that, the more options and chances you have of breaking free. So I am looking at this, and I'm gonna speak really optimistically here. I am reviewing this as the swing. I expect this to be the beginning of a big move for Bitcoin. So with the levels of consolidation that we've seen over the last 3 weeks, and especially over the last 2, since we've broken free of the descending wedge, I do expect this to be our one big push above and beyond 51.8. So for everyone who's watching us essentially dropping between 3 and 5% on each occasion, do not have too much of a concern, because we're essentially reversing our consolidation pattern where we have broken up, consolidated, broken up, consolidated, we retested. We had a small swing before a retest, and then we've been rejected, down into consolidation, down into consolidation, and eventually I do believe that this swing pattern here will be like what we're seeing here and just previously as well, where we swing down before we shoot up. Now, the greater the swing, the higher the push. And I do believe on our next attempt, and I did say it in my previous video, for gods, where we were looking at Bitcoin, where we swing and push. Yeah, so basically all I'm saying is not to worry. I'll turn this green, as I do expect it to play out. And what to look for now is either a period of consolidation within the apex, slightly below it, and then further down before we pump. I do think we're going to hit 45.2 before we, or slightly lower, but not lower than 45, before we begin our swing upwards. But yeah, I'll leave this here. Let's see how that plays out. All right, best of luck.